My name is ElAmin, and I would say my main career is being an adjunct professor, philosophy at Pierce College. That's a very interesting question. Even though I consider teaching my main career, I worked for a telephone company for 25 years. I retired and I decided to resume my education. I, um, I enrolled at Citrus College in Glendora, and I had one of the greatest teachers I've ever had. His name was Rudy Saldana, and he taught philosophy. I took all of his classes, and I fell in love with philosophy. Watching Professor Saldana and learning what I learned in philosophy, I said, well, you know what? I want to do that. I want to have this type of engagement with people because he was not only having education, you could see that this guy was really having a lot of fun. And whatever job you have, whatever you do, you should be able to do two things. You should be able to earn a living, and you should be able to have a lot of fun. The skills you have to have very good communication skills. Well, I should say you should have good communication skills, and you should really like people, and you should be very, very patient. To teach in a community college, you need a master's degree. So I have a bachelor and master's degree from Cal State, Los Angeles. My favorite thing about my career is engaging with students, seeing how they progress through the semester. That's my favorite thing. Okay, the biggest challenges of the job is correcting papers. That's the biggest challenge. I'm not saying I don't like correct papers. Okay, I am saying I don't like correct papers, but that is the biggest challenge. Okay, being a philosophy professor, philosophy is defined as the love of wisdom, right? And we live in a democratic society. I really do believe that every individual that attends school needs some type of philosophic training because in the end game of learning philosophy is become an independent thinker. And what you need more than anything in a democratic society are people who can think independently so that we can act collectively. Typical workday, since I work in the San Fernando Valley, Pierce College, I get up around 4:30, leave at 5, get to the classroom around 7, make preparations, I've already prepared for the classroom. I usually have my office hours early, either before or after class. I lecture from 8 to 9:25, and after that, like as I said, I'll have office hours. I return home and then I'll start reading papers or answering questions or responding to emails. Okay, I would say uh, we, in addition to the classroom hours and office hours, I would say at least 30 hours a week. I would say it's declining in terms of face-to-face teachers, face-to-face teaching, because of with the advent of computers, there are more online classes. So at some point, we're going to probably transition to more online teaching or hybrid classes, or part of it's online, part of it's face-to-face. Well, I think where this will change in the future is there'll be a lot more online education. Uh, Hopefully, um, we'll still have that teacher-student engagement. That's one of the main things I think, especially that's important in a philosophy class. Not only to be able to express your ideas individually or face-to-face, but to be able to express your ideas, defend your argument, and be able to listen to someone else's argument face-to-face. It's not enough. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a tenured professor will probably make over $100,000 a year. If there's any negative to the job, is I think that as a society, we don't really appreciate or understand the job of a professor or a teacher. I still think, I believe wholeheartedly that, especially with a face-to-face class, uh, we just are not applying the resources to help us to do our jobs in a more effective manner. There is some movement, but people don't usually get laid off that much um, I haven't known anyone to get fired. I've known I've known some of my colleagues, I should say, move on to other institutions. Matter of fact, I just had a friend of mine. He's transitioning from Pierce College. He's going to be teaching at UCLA in the fall. Well, lawyer. You can. I know being a philosophy major. There are quite a few folks become lawyers as a result of their philosophical training, or use their philosophical training to enable them to be a lawyer. I would say a percentage, 40% instruction, teaching. Uh, the other 40%, another 40%, let's see, 30 to 40% tutoring, consultation, and the rest just doing paperwork. What I would like to say that I think, I just want to reiterate something I said before. I think we all need more philosophical training, more critical thinking. That's the subject that I teach. I think critical thinking is a very important course, a very important skill that we all need, especially in the world today, and especially in a democratic society where we have to depend upon our fellow citizens to make good decisions.